Hello, hello. Old Dad here. And I just got done watching SmackDown. Oh my gosh. It was fantastic. Roxanne Perez, Charlotte Flair. We had Berto shining bright. Shining bright. Let's get into this. Hello, hello. Old Dad here. And we have our picks in for tonight. She's picking Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler. She's a Shayna Baszler fan. Old Dad here. I'm picking Piper Niven and Alba Fire. Alba Fire has been tag team champions before. So she's got the experience. And not Zoe Stark. Okay, so Zoe Stark is so overpowered on the games. She is like unbeatable on the games. Just go throw that out. Her and Blair Davenport. Just overpowered. If those two became a team, they'd be unstoppable, at least on the game. Anyway, Piper Niven's a powerhouse. And I think that Piper Niven's going to do great. Let's find out what happens. Randy Orton comes out. He's like, I need a match for WrestleMania. It's going to be my 20th WrestleMania. He even pointed out the fact that he paid Nick Aldis ahead of time for the RKO that just happened. He was like, I knew that this was going to happen. You knew that this was going to happen. So, he did all that. He says, but I have to have that match. He says, find me an opponent or maybe gear up yourself. That's what Old Dad wants. That's what Old Dad wants. I got excited. I was just like, yay. Anyway, Solo Sikoa came out. LA Knight came out, helped save Randy Orton. They were like, we're having a match. Nick Aldis was like, yes, you are. That was wonderful. That was wonderful. And I think next we're starting the tag team gauntlet. Old Dad's all in. This has been a great night just now. Already. Great night so far. Let's get back to it. Lyra Valkyria and Bayley beat out Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler. I didn't see it coming. I'm telling you, I kind of wanted to see Zoe Stark do some more stuff. She did this thing and bam, I liked it. I liked it. I like Zoe Stark. Now, outside of that, she loves Shayna Baszler. Cypher loves Shayna Baszler. But I thought that they were going to do better. Plus, they're a tag team. They're an actual tag team. But it ends in a roll-up. I kicked it again. Did you catch that? It ends in a roll-up. And Bayley and Lyra Valkyria wins. Here's my thing. I think Bayley's going to do something along the way because she wants another shot at that Intercontinental title. My fingers are crossed. I think she was a better bad guy. I'm sorry. I think Bayley was a much better bad guy. Anyways, we're moving on. This gauntlet match is literally a gauntlet match. Bayley and Lyra Valkyria has been in there this whole time, and it's still going. Why I'm telling you this is because she just beat Natalya. They just beat Natalya and what's her face. I'm just like, now it's Cadence and Chance, and I want to see how it goes. Let's get back. I'll tell you how it all goes. That match was golden. Oh my gosh. Now, out of the groupings, I would say that Alba Fire and Piper Niven did the best. Though there was a couple spots where Piper Niven had to go over the rope, and she just wasn't doing it right. She just couldn't do it. Like, they had to be like, okay, just step through so we can do the next move. It was funny. Old Dad found it funny because I was just like, anyway, Piper Niven and Alba Fire did not make it. They didn't make it. Bayley and Lyra Valkyria did. Now, does that mean there's no Intercontinental title match, or is she fighting twice at WrestleMania? I gotta catch my breath. That match was great, though. There was one point where they had basically Bayley beat, and she knocked Piper Niven into Bayley and Alba Fire and broke up the count, and I was like, yeah, that hurt. That hurt. All right, we're getting back to this. We're going to go to the next thing, but man, so far that's my match. And it's a gauntlet match, so they were all different little matches. And I'm going to say Piper Niven and Alba Fire versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria so far for my match. Okay, we're moving on. Drew McIntyre ended up pummeling Damian Priest. Damian Priest didn't stand a chance. So Damian Priest is getting ready to talk. Drew McIntyre comes out, beats him up. Damian Priest comes back out after being hauled off because he got beat up by Drew McIntyre. Goes out to fight Drew McIntyre again. Gets a couple shots in. Drew McIntyre pummels him. Future Shock DDT onto the steps. Damian Priest, bug-eyed worse than old dad. Bug-eyed worse than old dad needs water. Like old dad looks a cake. I mean, he was just gone. Anyway, Drew McIntyre stands tall. Now, is it going to be a good match at WrestleMania? Of course it is. But I got a feeling it's going to all be the same. Drew McIntyre standing tall. He can't lose every WrestleMania. I don't know. I'm rambling. I love Drew McIntyre. I didn't get a Claymore, but that DDT, ow! Okay, let's move on to the next part. Rey Fenix versus Alberto. I'm telling you what, that Alberto, they need more. Not even just in the tag team. They need more of the Alberto. One-on-one, he is so good. It is so fun to watch him. He does power moves. He does flippy doos. I could do without the punchy. Just gonna say it. I could do without the punchy. Not all the time. Not every time I watch SmackDown. Not every time I watch Raw. I could do it. But that was great. Ends in the running the rope and the sweet little kick things that he does. Not Alberto, but Rey Fenix. Ends with the Mexican Muscle Buster or whatever it's called. It was good. It was so good. Look at me. I'm like, I'm still in it. And then it ends with Roxanne Perez and Tiffany Stratton. Oh, Dad loves Roxanne Perez. I think she's so good. And now she might be facing Tiffany Stratton. And will it be a title match? I don't know, but I hope Roxanne Perez wins. But that's still to be seen. It may not even happen this week. That's where I'm at with that. All right, we're moving on. Chelsea Green versus Selena Vega. Now that was fun. Chelsea Green was complaining and complaining about the Secret Hervis not being out there. She rolls Zelina Vega back in. She's still complaining. She gets counted out. She loses. She's like, what? What? I just can't get enough. I'm just saying. Just saying. That was fun. All right, we're moving on. Cody Rhodes just came out. He was speaking about his match with John Cena. He was speaking of the importance of the titles. They had all the titles lined up, but not all of them. There was a green one with the big circle and the nameplates where it had all the different people that held the title. That one wasn't there. The one that was basically a U.S. title, the original WWE World title, that wasn't there. But a lot of them, most of them, was right there. And I got to be honest, I was more focused on the titles than the talkie. And they were really nice. They were really nice. Now, outside of that, he made some good points. He said, I'm going to stop you so that there will be a future. And I like that. I liked how that's all going. But now I'm going to get back to it. Old Dad loves Charlotte Flair. Old Dad loves Roxanne Perez. I think she's going to be the future Charlotte Flair. So Tiffany Stratton was in a bad place. Did she win? She won. She won, and she did good. She didn't get the Alabama Slam. She didn't. But she won. World Prettiest Moonsault. What does that equal out to? Beat up by Charlotte Flair. Old Dad got Roxanne Perez. Old Dad got Charlotte Flair. Old Dad, look at me. Look at me. I did a video already, the short, and I'm still like this. Old Dad loves me some Charlotte Flair, and she didn't come out, start pummeling her, and they go to a commercial. So I'm even happier yet. Okay, I'm here like, blah, 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 going on and on and on. Wade Barrett stood between Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton, and he was like, get a hold of yourself. Now, I haven't seen him do that since Drew McIntyre, and that's because those two were friends. Normally, Wade Barrett just stands off on the side and things like that. Now, one other thing, this match, if you watch to the end, you'll see me do the whole recap for this match. I just, the ending, instead of being the normal ending, I went ahead and put that there because I got another right here, and I just went ahead and recorded it. It ain't going to be as good a quality as this, but you'll get to see an Old Dad's real reaction, real-time talk, all that stuff. All right, we're moving on to the next part. Oh, man. That ending was great. It ended with, okay, so it was the tag team match, Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga versus Randy Orton and LA Knight. And it goes back and forth. It goes back and forth. People get to do their moves. So it ends. Randy Orton and Solo Sikoa are fighting on the outside. They're going across the barricade. They're leaving. You know what's coming. You know what's coming. But so then all of a sudden, Tama Tonga and you know what? Let me just do it this way. Yes, Triple H. Tama Tonga and LA Knight, they go like that. And then boom, BFD. Old Dad's happy. Just like that. Old Dad's happy. And Jacob Fatu shows up and just beats him up. As far as I know, he's still beating him up. Flippy do. It's just a bad day to be LA Knight right now. Luckily, I'm not. But what did you think of the show? Old Dad approved. Old Dad loves it. Me and Cypher even tried a new project, a side project, where I went ahead and showed my reactions as it was going. And that's going to be a separate thing. I was going to put it at the end of this, but it ain't even hooked to the right computer. So, with all that being said, the one thing I want to point out, two things I want to point out. Wade Barrett, I can't remember him actually stepping in front of someone outside of that time he did it with Drew McIntyre. And then outside of that, there was this slap that Randy Orton did to Tama Tonga. And it was like while he was at the corner, he just kind of slapped him in his chest. More, not like a hard hit, but like a, hey, slow down hit. Like an old dad directing traffic hit. I guess he is an old dad now. Anyway, what did you think? Like, subscribe, share it with a friend, share it with everybody. My next goal, 1,111. Why? Because it would be fun. That's how many subscribers old dad wants. With that being said, thank you for being here. Thank you for being one of the people that's here to hang out with me. I appreciate you, and I will see you soon. Later.